Yeah, hi everyone, it's Aaron here, founder and CEO of 28 Games, or Mr. 28. Usually I say Mr. 28. I'm actually in the process of talking with my contact right now. For all intended purposes, or intents and purposes, we'll just call him Simon. I wanted to give him a name, so it just wouldn't be contact all the time. Oh boy, the where we are right now with this check investigation, it's still going. It's still going. You know, it's not. It hasn't been suspended or sabotaged or anything like that. Simon, my contact, obviously isn't very happy. He's been. I give this guy, a lot of love and a lot of credit for what he's doing. He just tried to do something for me, but as he said, some monster Massachusetts uh, basically screwed it up. And I'm gonna be very honest with you. It's 7:26 right now, or 19:26. So I'll be picking up my mother soon. So I'm gonna try to make this quick as I can. I just feel so bad for this guy, and he's such a nice person. Someone who's, I love talking with, and, when I'm not feeling too good, emotion wise, which today was a very tough day for me. I cried a lot, had a lot of crying spells. I do journal entries, so I did put up some journals today for today, the 22nd of June, 2024, which is Saturday. So you'll see up there, I said, "Where's my motherfucking?" And I get a little heated, a little emotional. When you don't want to say things, it's easier to write them down. When you don't want to say out loud, you can say on paper. And obviously, it just came out better that way. So as far as the investigation goes right now, there is one arrestee, one that's been arrested, one person arrested. There are three additional suspects. This is in the state of Massachusetts. That's as much as I know right now. I don't know exactly where the check is. If it's with the person's residence, the person's house who was arrested, or if it's in transit, or if it's with someone else. The thing of this is, and I get it, I really do get what's up and what's going on here, and it's not too far fetched to think that something like this wouldn't happen. And it's not just because of the symbolism or the coincidence that the 911 system was down in mass in additional states. Hopefully, that's not the case now. But I'm just with how crazy this world is. It doesn't surprise me. It does not surprise me. Nothing surprises me, and it shouldn't surprise you either. There's so much crazy stuff that goes on now. It's just hard to believe. It's really hard to believe. But this investigation is still active. As far as me getting paid, I'm going to say yes. That is going to happen. I'm not going to throw in the towel and say, "Oh, it's over, it's over, it's over," because it's very easy to do. Okay, when you got anxiety like I do, which sucks, it's not fun. Anybody out there with anxiety, I truly do feel for you. It ain't fun. It's not fun. Get some medication for that. Get some therapy for that. I've done no medication, no therapy. I'm going to get to my mother and her medication in just a second because I'm not too happy about that in particular. But yeah, this check, it's still a work in progress. It is still happening. I just feel so bad for my contact Simon because this guy is trying and trying. Now he wants to get the deposit back to me, which I paid, which is $1,868.55. And I really appreciate that. That's such a nice gesture. And he's going through tough times. He's got a son. Times are tough for him. He works very hard with what he does. I don't want to crowd him or anything. And by the way, if you're watching this, I really appreciate you responding to me on the weekends. I know that you don't work your job on the weekends, and it's good. You got to get the downtime. You got to make some time for yourself. So just thank you so much for everything. I really do appreciate all you're doing. I wish I could do more for you. I wish we could actually talk on the phone. That'd be cool. So I could just kind of get a voice to a name. Like a name to a face. Just for authenticity purposes. What I sound like. I think you're British. So I don't know what you sound like. I don't know if you sound like that or not, but it's got a little bit of a British accent for you. um, British accent isn't too hard to emulate. Of course, some Brits don't like that, but you got different types of British accent. You got the Middlesex, you got the York. You got different types. Some are a little, some are some are thicker, some are lighter, but yeah, I can do a pretty good British accent. I can do a pretty good Scottish accent too. A little, I can do a little bit of good Scottish accent, but Scottish accent is harder to do, because it's a certain way you got to say your words and all that. Yeah, that sounded Scottish and then it turned Irish. But that's that. I'm not too crazy about the fact that my mother will not be on her medication. She had insurance for this medication. It's Seroquel, quintiapine furoate. I thought it was furamate, but it's furoate. She's taken that 75 milligrams. It was 100 milligrams. Now it's 75 milligrams. She had insurance for that, but then through her mental health center, but that insurance is cut off because she makes too much at her job, so they cut out her insurance. But now that she's full time, she's going to get benefits. So as she told me, she's going to wait until next Friday to figure out if she can afford the $88 plan. That's the least expensive insurance plan. She can afford it, so she's waiting to see what her full-time pay is going to be like. She's paid every other week, so in this case, it wasn't last week, so it's this week, so it's going to be next Friday. So that's $88, and she's bi-weekly, so she's paid every 2 weeks. So basically, she'd lose $88 every week, so she'd have an $88 deficit. I just said to her, look, you know what? I don't want you off that medication. You need that. And she's saying, oh, it's just for sleeping. But no. Melatonin isn't prescribed by doctors. Okay, this isn't melatonin. This is an antipsychotic. It's prescribed specifically to quell or any symptoms, psychotic symptoms thereof. Psychosis, schizophrenia, dementia, bipolar, which she has the worst. Type 1 bipolar. So, prior to her having medication, she was like something out of hell. I mean, straight out of hell. I remember last year, it was miserable, it was horrible. I had to lock my door. She'd yell and scream at me in my room. You did see some of those instances in other earlier vlog videos, and it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun at all. I don't want to deal with that again, because it'll kill me. It'll kill me. Stress kills you slowly, okay? You want to keep stress off you at all costs in game, or Agent, or my version of GTA 6. In Agent, keep the stress off you as much as you can, okay? I want that for you. And so that's going to be 4 days that she'll be off the medication. I don't like it. She's got it until Monday, and then after that, she won't have any more. This medication, this Seroquel substitute, has a half-life. So after you take your last dose, it stays in you for 30 hours, and then it gets out of your system. I'm just not crazy about the idea at all. I did play Lucky for Life tonight. Only reason I'm able to do that because I won $4 off last night, or 2 nights ago. I lost last night. Playing tonight, it's $2. So that's going to be, the draw is 10:38. Usually comes at about 10:52 or 22:52 hours. So I just need a miracle, and I get really, really upset because I want the miracle. We all want what we can't get at this moment, But you do got to keep moving forward, keep grinding, and just keep fighting every single day. And it's tough, It's very, very tough, but you got to keep doing it. Obviously, I'm going to keep doing it, but I want my freaking mother on that medication. That's what I want. I don't want her off that medication. She needs it. She's getting older. She's 55 next year. She's got a whole bunch of stuff going on. She's got swelling. She's got sciatica. She's got OCD, panic, anxiety attacks, bipolar, psychosis symptoms, anxiety, depression, deep depression. All these things culminating into something that's not good. That can cause her symptoms. And I'd say this out of concern as an 11 son. I want her to understand. She doesn't understand what I understand. And it's frustrating. It gets very, very frustrating. I love this woman with all my heart and soul. I'm like, you got to understand. I'm saying these things. I'm giving you tough love because at the end of the day, tough love's still love, and you remember that. Okay, tough love's still love. That's what you got to do sometimes, and it ain't easy. My father didn't like to discipline, my sister because she was special needs, but you had to do it. Had to give her tap, tap, little love tap. We loved that girl with all our heart and soul. My father loved her with all his heart and soul. My God, he wanted to be with her every waking moment, and he could if he could, he would. But I'm gonna be going to pick up my mother soon. We're at 7:35 or 1935 hours now, 1935 hours. So I want to thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I hope my contact Simon watches this. I'm going to get back into the conversation with you, see if you responded to me. All right, thank you so much, everyone. I am Mr. 28. I am founder and CEO of 28 Games. I'm also XXBIII, which is 28. I'm also Aaron, and crazy, ambitious, cleverly, stoic, be well, be safe, be about your ambition. Hug your loved ones always, stay safe, stay tough, stay in the fight, okay? The best is coming. Best is coming, okay? Sorry for the language, but I don't care what kind of shit you're going through. You are gonna get through it, okay? You will surprise yourself. You will surprise yourself in the end, and you're gonna see where you're gonna get. And you're gonna get somewhere, and it's gonna be good. I'm telling you that right now. Don't forget it. All right, take care. Back with plenty more journals, GTA 6 concepts. It's all there. Plus, I put my story, which I call Project Alive, into the 5 phases plot development of a story: exposition, rising action, conflict, climax, falling action, resolution, or the end. Right now, I'm at the climax, at the height, where it's suspenseful, where it's the height of my story. There's a lot of tension, there's a lot of anxiety in my case, and it's just sitting there. It's in that roller coaster. Roller coaster's going to go up, hopefully down, hopefully it's going to go back up. Because one thing leads to another. The exposition is the introduction, the characters, the setting, everything like that. In my story, it's me, Mr. 28. Then I put my contact in there, Simon the contact. Yeah. Rising action. I paid a deposit, and a whole bunch of crap happened. Climax. It was rerouted to Massachusetts. There's a suspect there that was arrested. There's additional 3 suspects, and someone let corporate know. Not good. Not good. A little bit of suspense for you there. So, now I need a good falling action. That depends on how the climax goes. The resolution, the end of the story, depends on how the falling action goes. You want to be happily ever after, but not all stories are like that. It's a GTA 4 effect, Just gets a little better. Just a little better, Rags to better rags. By the way, GTA 4, easily one of the best GTAs ever. It's dark, it's real. You don't forget it. Alright. Back with more. Take care now. Mr. 28. Bye-bye.